Hello and welcome to the Yakking Show. This is an excerpt from one of our premium episodes. If you'd like to watch the full hour-long episode and get the transcript, hop over to our website, theyakkingshow.com, and sign up to become a member. Hello, it's Peter Wright and Kathleen Beauvais in Ontario, Canada.
Thank you for that introduction, Peter. We always have interesting guests who are experts in their fields for our premium guests, and today is no exception. We have the great pleasure of having Jim Marshall returning to us. Hello, Jim. How are you?
Hi, Kathleen.
Now, Jim, you were with us back in February, I believe. And I just give you a little bit of information here for those of you listening. He is the author of a book entitled Septemics, Hierarchies of Human Phenomena. It's a book about a unique, transformative, revolutionary social science. So Septemics is a system that helps us understand human behavior in many different areas applicable to both business and life. So welcome back, Jim. And just for the benefit of those who haven't had the opportunity to see your previous video, which I urge everybody to do, can you give us a little bit about your background and how you came to discover Septemics?
Okay, well, I'm the discoverer of hitherto unknown natural phenomena which greatly aid in the understanding of people, from which I constructed a revolutionary practical philosophic system called Septemics, published in the book you just referenced. 26 years of direct observation of this book and people reading it has proven that the book will dramatically improve the life of anyone who takes advantage of it. As for my qualifications, I'm a polymathic intellectual whose areas of expertise include psychology, philosophy, theology, parapsychology, science, engineering, mathematics, law, literature, history, metaphysics, military science, physical science, political science, physical culture, education, organization, and music. And I hold a Bachelor of Science cum laude from the University of New York.
Wow.
As for Septemics, it's a philosophical science based on the fact that many phenomena related to human beings occur in a sequence of 7 levels. Literally, the word septemics means of or pertaining to 7. Septemics comprises a collection of scales or sequences, each of which breaks down various human phenomena into a hierarchy of 7 steps. There are 35 set scales which span the spectrum of human experience, meaning any situation that arises in the life of a human will submit to analysis from one or more of these scales, usually more than one. So it's universal. Okay, so folks, welcome to Septemics, Hierarchies of Human Phenomena. Notice it's human phenomena, not human behavior. Psychology is a study of human behavior. Human phenomena is a much broader area. And this book enables you to analyze, predict, and manage human affairs to a degree hitherto inconceivable by most people. And you can see there the Septemics logo. Now, this tells you quite a bit about the subject. Notice it has 7 stars, each representing one of the levels. Each one is a different color, just as each level is different from one another. But together, they make a spectrum. So you get the whole spectrum of the corresponding area. And in a minute, we'll show you the corresponding areas. So now we're ready to go to the individual scales. Okay. This is the scale of basic purposes. This is the most important of the scales, which is why I have it first in the book. This is the first of the scales that I discovered, mathematical categories. For example, on the left, you have the 7 levels in Roman numerals, and then you have the names of the levels, and next to each of them, you have either a plus sign or a minus sign. Now, this is very important because what this means is this is a bipolar universe. So you're either inflowing or outflowing. Everything in the universe is inflowing or outflowing, just like the alternating current that's running through our devices as we're using them. It runs one way for 1/60th of a second, and then it runs the other way for 1/60th of a second. So it's plus and minus, and that is inherent to the physical universe. Now, behaviorally, instead of calling it inflow, outflow, you might call it reach and withdraw. In
Mm-hmm.
other words, when you're reaching, you're outflowing, and when you withdraw, you're inflowing. So on a human level, a person is either reaching or withdrawing. So if you look at Saint, it has a minus. That means this is an inflow. The objective of a saint is transcendence. That's why there's a book, because you can talk all day and you need to read the book to get all the data. I'm
Sure.
just giving you an introduction.
Yep.
Scale of personal influence. Okay, now don't confuse influence with a broader category. Okay,
There we are.
this is really important. The biggest theme in human society is freedom. That's what wars are fought over. Most of the literature is about that. People want to be free. That's why people get divorces. That's why we have revolutions, okay? What is freedom? Freedom is the ability to choose. If you can choose, you're free. So this is really important. Now, look, this is a spiral scale. Level 1 and level 7 both say no choice.
Mm-hmm.
A person at level 1 and a person at level 7 are alike in that they make no choice. They make no choice at all. But on level 7, it's no choice is possible. Whereas at level 1, it's no choice is necessary. See, level 1 is transcendence. A person who's transcendent, he doesn't have to make a choice. He's just transcendent over the whole thing, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas a person at level 7, he's oblivious. He can make a choice, you see? So that's a perfect example of how this is a spiral scale, and how you can make a catastrophic mistake by misassessing. If you make the mistake of taking a person who's transcendent and thinking he's oblivious, you're as wrong as you can be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so this scale forewarns you about that mistake. Now notice, next to these 7 levels, we have one viewpoint, many viewpoints, one viewpoint, many viewpoints. Again, this is a mathematical manifestation.
Right.
See, it's important. Most people don't have a clue about permeation. Permeation is the basic ability of a spiritual being. The reason that you can get experience from your body is because you're permeating it.
Scale of thought. Now, this is a very interesting one.
Yes, there are 7 levels of thought in a human being, and these are in the exact scale that exists. It's a linear scale. So the axis here is total permeation knowledge down to no permeation knowledge. So if a person is in denial, he doesn't know about it.
Right.
You know, like you have a guy, every night he drinks a quart.
On page 36, and this is going to upset a few people, but I don't mind being controversial, and I know you don't. And I read here that American education establishment presents as much a threat to the future of America as the KGB or the SS ever did. And you expand a bit beyond that, but I thought that was a provocative statement, but I can see why you made it. So I'm not arguing with you. I'm just commenting on it.
Yes. I think most people in this country, in the United States, know that the education system is a catastrophe. It's been spiraling down for decades. Nothing is being done to remedy it. It's completely corrupt. It's completely dysfunctional. And the average person in America knows that. That's why they have a robust homeschooling activity in America. We have millions of people don't even send their kids to school. They just teach them at home. Yep. And the universities have learned over the decades that the homeschooled students are not weaker students, they're better students.
Better students, yeah.
The schools, the colleges who are run by smart people are happy to get them because they know these kids actually studied, actually learned. They weren't busy with dating and drugs and fistfights. They're actually learning. Yes. Okay. This is really important because identity is a word that gets used a lot in psychology, and there is a scale of identity. So going down this scale is, of course, a very negative thing. So again,